Wayne Meyers, listen, obviously it's been a great run for you at Higgins, and next to Billy North, you've been doing this the longest time, and you must start to feel a little bit old now, I would imagine, huh?
Well, this is my 15th year at Higgins. Yeah, I don't feel old in my mind, but I feel old when I see players coming, and man, that's 15 years ago. I'm about to start coaching their kids.
Yeah, that's remarkable. And you've coached some great players over the years, obviously. Higgins has never been short of talent and never been short of size. I mean, that's probably the biggest thing, and I use the word biggest in the literal sense, is Higgins is always one of the biggest teams in the state, and that's the case again this year.
Yeah, that's something we've had since I've been at Higgins. Just, we get big linemen and big linemen in skill positions. Sometimes we're really good, and sometimes we're average there. But the size that we have, and with our offense that we run, it plays in our offense.
You had a good work with Salmon in the spring. You got Hanville, of course, that you work out with here in the fall heading up to the season. And then as far as the season itself is concerned, you play a challenging schedule, a challenging pre-district schedule, and that's very important.
Oh, yeah. Well, we start off with Shaw, then we got Carr, Carver, we got Helen Cox, and South Platte, and then we go right in against West Jefferson and Arrett. So, and it's pretty brutal, but we'll know where we are pretty quick. We'll know how we are.
And when people line up against you, they know what to expect. You're going to come right at them offensively, and defensively, you're going to get after people too. So, it's about as simple as it gets. Show up and see if you can beat us, right?
That's about how it works. And we come out, and our kids like it. And, it's a little bit different from what other teams do, and I think it's harder for other teams. They need to prepare for us, and, we try to play physical. We're big, we're strong, and we want to play physical football. We want to come out and hit people, and, for the most part, it works for us.
As far as your league is concerned, Lingle thinks his team is quite improved at Bonneville and might be able to compete this year. Obviously, West Jefferson and John Arrett are teams that you have to beat on an annual basis.
Yeah, no doubt. Year in and year out, the West Bank schools, they're usually a little better. Now, Bonneville is going to be improved. And I think Chalmette coming up, I think that's going to be an up-and-coming school. Whether they can come up and compete this year, but is a question we'll see. But I know they are going to, in the future, they're going to be a team to look out for.
A couple of years ago, you had that heartbreaking loss after having the huge lead against St. Paul's, and you were that close that year to knocking on the door of getting to where you want to be and playing that second week in December. Does this team have that ability to take it that far?
Well, I think this could be one of our better teams if we stay healthy and things go our way early. It depends early on. Shaw's going to be a seasoned team. Now, their offensive line is one of the best high school lines I've seen in 23 years of coaching. And they're going to test us. And then Carr is going to have a lot of athletes. They were really good last year. So it's going to be tough. And we'll see. This year, though, this team, it could rival some of our best teams if things come together.
And finally, give us maybe 2 or 3 names of guys we should be looking for this year from the Higgins Hurricanes.
Well, we have our tailback and cornerback. He plays both positions, Jerryon Walker. He's a 3-year starter for us. Just a real good player, good kid, good leader. And still sticking with the offensive side, our offensive line, we have 5 seniors, including the tight end, and 1 sophomore starting. So they're all coming back. Brandon Raby, our center Kevin Wynn, all of them played last year. We have Marquel Stackhouse, Kendall Boudreaux, our tight end Kevin Parley. We have Carlos Jackson. The offensive line, we're counting on them. You're counting on them big. Now, we're on defense, we got 2 linebackers. One is all Metro for the past 2 years, and we're hoping he makes all Metro again. Jamal Wilson, just a real good player. He doesn't have a lot of height, but he's about 240 pounds, and he's gonna come and hit you. And the other linebacker, Trey Davis, people don't realize they don't realize how good he is, but he's the guy who makes tackles from one sideline to the other sideline, and they both nonstop. Defensive backs, we have a couple seniors, Howard LaCour, who's going to be pretty good for us. We're expecting him to step up and play pretty well for us. And defense line, I got James Lewis, got some young kids on the defensive line. But we're definitely experienced this year. And if they come together, yeah, it could be a good year for us.
Wayne, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Best of luck to the Hurricanes in 2010.
Thank you. Always nice talking to you.